I don't really know what to say about it. Clearly I'm like having a moment, a crisis really. Hello my bookworms, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sydney and today's video is the next installment of the series on my channel called Blank Made Me Do It, where I read my favorite booktubers' favorite books. The booktuber that is featured in this video is Megan from Meg with Books, and I am so excited for this episode, not only because I love Meg with all my heart, but also because her list of books are ones that I am also super excited to read. During this particular episode, I had Megan send me a list of her 5 favorite books, and I planned on only picking 3 and doing like reading 3 of her favorite books and then her giving me a prompt for the last final book like we've done in the past. But her list was so good that I'm deciding to pick 4 of her favorite books and then having her send me a final prompt for the 5th secret book of this vlog. So this vlog might be a little bit longer than the past installments, but I'm super excited about it and I hope that you are too. If you don't know Megan, she is an angel. She's amazing. Her channel is definitely a comfort channel for me. If I am just having a rough day or I need some sort of escape or just easy watching, Meg's channel is one of the first ones I go to. She is so creative and her videos are just hilarious. She is so cute, so wholesome, and she adds in these memes all the time within her videos that never fail to make me laugh. So if you haven't checked out Megan, please do so. Her link is down in the description. And I am so excited to just jump right on into this vlog. Excuse the wet hair. I just showered, obviously, and didn't have the patience to wait for it to dry to start this vlog. So here we are. Right now, it is currently April 7th, and during this month of April, I only have one of the books for this vlog on my scheduled TBR for the month, so this vlog will be kind of like a work in progress. But this first book was on Meg's list, so we are starting this vlog right now, here in April, and then we will finish it probably next month in May, and that's probably when you're watching this right now. But this first book that was on Meg's favorite book list is Katherine House by Elizabeth Thomas, and this is a book that I am slightly intimidated by. I had no idea what to expect going into it because it has so many mixed reviews here on BookTube. People are either loving it or they're hating it because it's just such a strange book. It's basically set at a gothic-infused elite university where these kids are going to this university called Katherine House for 3 years. They have no contact from the outside world. They have to leave their previous life behind and basically just immerse themselves in this house. It's all super strange, and I've heard that there's like no plot. I just don't know. But I ended up requesting the audiobook for this on my Leevy app, and I only have one more day left on the hold, and someone already has requested it, so I can't like renew my copy, you know? So we are trying to read all of this today, and we're gonna see how that goes. I am currently about 50 pages in, and right now, dare I say I'm loving it? I'm really enjoying how the story is told. I really like Elizabeth Thomas' writing style, and just like the prose that she's using to explain things or explain situations, or how she is setting up future scenes from what I'm gathering. I'm really starting to see like how weird this house is, and I think that it's already starting to like have an effect on our main character, and I'm like super intrigued by it. I don't know what's happening, but right now I am all about it. However, within the last 10 pages, I am starting to understand why some people might have trouble with this book because it does seem to jump around a little bit. There's not much transition into other thoughts or scenes, but right now, I'm really enjoying it. I think. Not I think, I mean I am. I am enjoying it and I'm looking forward to reading more of it, so that's what we're doing today. We're gonna try to read all of this before my Leevy hold expires. So I will see you again once I've gotten a little bit deeper into Katherine House itself, and we'll chat about it then. I finished Katherine House. When I tell you that I've been sitting, staring into a void for the last 15 minutes, I mean it. What is this? I don't really know what to say about it. Clearly I'm like having a moment, a crisis really. But what I do know is that I absolutely loved it. I think I was expecting so little of a plot because of what people have said that, like, I felt like there kind of was a plot. Like, I felt like I followed it pretty well. I would venture to say that I was understanding things for the most part. And the atmosphere in this book, like, I read this all today, obviously, and my head feels like it's own thing right now. It feels very Katherine housey. Because for the last like 5.5 hours, I've been listening to and reading this book, so my head feels like I'm in Katherine house. And like I have to readjust to the normal world now again. So that being said, obviously the vibes were on point. I was very intrigued. The cult-esque, hive mind, dark academia, gothic vibes were all there, and it was really good. I thought it was really good. I definitely could see how some people wouldn't like this writing style. I could see how people wouldn't like this book at all. And I could also see how people wouldn't like any of these characters. I definitely, like, I 100% can understand that. But I truly loved being with our main character. The changes that she was going through from the start of the book all the way to the end of the book, like, I don't know. I just think that it was really, really good. This book does such a great job at, like, portraying, like, how a cult-esque situation or environment really affects a person, and just, like, the constant internal struggles that they're facing and how they relate to other people, and I don't know. And I'm also torn on whether I should give it a 4 or a 5 out of 5. I mean, let's just say it's a 4.5, because I think that a 5 feels right. Yeah. Like, it doesn't deserve a 4. It's not a 4. It's definitely more so a 5 than a 4. I'm gonna say like 4.5 to 5 out of 5. Even that feels wrong. I'm giving it a 5 right now. I'm giving it a 5. I think that my head is gonna have a hard time going back to normal for a couple days. So yeah, that's it for this update, I suppose. In the next clip, I will be introducing the next book of this vlog, but for right now, that's all she wrote. I'm out of here. I will see you soon. Okay, hey, it's been a while since I've updated you on this vlog, and we are on to the next book. So, another one of Megan's favorite books is The Bear and the Nightingale, and I wasn't planning on putting this book in this vlog because she gave me a list of her favorite books. Obviously, we know how this goes. And this was one of them that I was gonna, like, maybe fit in. But then this week, currently, I'm filming another vlog for the Zelda Breath of the Wild, hosted by Kaz over at Little Book Owl and her friend Red. And one of the prompts is read a book that gives you wintry vibes. And, like, this is wintry vibes. It's in the wilderness of Russia. So this is the book I'm reading for that vlog currently, so I'm technically vlogging this book twice right now. I don't know what's happening. It's confusing, but we're making it work. But I don't know anything about this. I just know that it's set in the Russian wilderness and that it is, I'm pretty sure it has some like folklore and fairy tales in it. There's like a blue-eyed winter demon. And yeah, I'm going into this book blind. I just kind of want to let it be told, and I'll just read it and listen to it, and hopefully I enjoy it. So, book 2 on Megan Made Me Do It. Here we go. Okay, hey, it's the same night. I just showered and changed shirts. So, I am almost halfway. I'm like 136 pages in to The Bear and the Nightingale, and I don't know. I'm just kind of bored. I feel really bad. It's just like I can tell that something's gonna happen, but it keeps just not happening. And I just want it to happen already, but it's not happening. So I just like am annoyed every time that like the opportunity presents itself, and then it's like, no, not yet. I am enjoying like the Russian folklore. I think that that's really interesting. But yeah, I mean, I guess I'm just a little bored. I am not going to stop. I'm going to keep reading it, obviously. I'm hoping that it picks up a little bit more. So until I get a little bit farther in, I will come back later to update you. Maybe when I finish it, I don't know, we'll see. But either way. Okay, hey, I have an update. I finished Bear and the Nightingale. And, oh no, I feel so bad. I just didn't like it.
I was bored. One thing I will say about Bear and the Nightingale is that I really did enjoy reading about the Russian folklore and all of these like fairy tale-esque things that are actually like coming into play in the book and how important they are for our main character. And so like I was interested. I did enjoy it a little bit. But I did have trouble finishing it. I'm so sorry. It just wasn't for me. Meg, please don't hate me. I honestly don't think that I'll continue the series either. I don't know. I just didn't care that much, I guess. I'll probably rate it a 3 on Goodreads. Maybe a 2.5. I don't know. So yeah, I mean, this book is done. I'm so sorry that I know that you're upset. So the next time that I see you, I will be introducing the next book in the vlog. So until then, I'll see you later.
Okay, hey, we are on to the next book of this vlog. Another one of Megan's favorite books is The Starless Sea by Erin Morgenstern. And I just have to say, this edition, it is so stunning. Shout out to Molly for sending me the UK edition because it is just chef's kiss. Right now, I am currently on page 116, and I'm really liking it. I'm so glad that this vlog is taking a better turn. The writing is just so lyrical and so poetic. Obviously, I don't want to tab a book this beautiful, so I am annotating with just like a black pen, just like underlining or bracketing parts that I really, really like. And there's quite a few because this book it's just beautifully written. And I am intrigued by the plot so far. There seems to be like a dual storyline, storytelling aspect thing, and I'm really liking it. I will say that the chapters that have our main character's point of view, most of, if not all of them, start off saying Zachary Ezra Rollins. Is that it? How could I forget? Yeah. And it does sound quite pretentious. So that is one part that I just kind of like roll my eyes at so far. But other than that, I have zero complaints. I'm super interested in the book and I'm just pleasantly surprised because one, this vlog wasn't going too well. Well, I guess it was. I mean, I loved Katherine House, but then Bear and the Nightingale was a no-go for me. So Starless Sea, I am very happy that I'm loving it. Since the hype has kind of died down from it, I wasn't sure if I was gonna like it. I don't know why. I was just like was nervous about it. So I'll update you when I have gotten a little bit further into it. For an update, I have actually finished The Starless Sea by Erin Morgenstern, and apologies in advance. I look a little bit puffy. I've had a lot of a rough day, rough go at it recently, so apologies. I'm just not like my happy-go-lucky self right now, but just keeping it real. I don't want to not update the vlog, but I can't be fake when I'm like not feeling great. So that's where we're at. But I read a lot of this book yesterday and today. Over the last week, I definitely took some time off reading because of stuff that's been going on in my personal life. And also because I was visiting my mom this past weekend. She retired after 35 years of teaching. So I was busy also celebrating her. A lot of emotions this past week, like a lot's been going on. But yesterday and today, I did sit and read the majority of The Starless Sea, and I just finished it. And last night, I was in the middle of like a long stretch of reading, and I looked over at Caleb and I told him, I said, the way that this book is written and the way that I feel about it, I have the feeling of like, how could I love another book more? And like, that's such a great feeling when you're reading a book, because it's like something that's just like really special to you. Why am I like crying? God, life is hard. Avi's here. She's gonna give me some support while I finish this update. Just the writing in and of itself was just like so beautiful. It was extremely lyrical and so poetic, and I love that. I love poetic writing. I know it's not everybody's jam, but it is 100% my thing. Like, I love it so much, and I don't think that I've read a more poetic, surrealistic book. This book was really wild and so creative and just so original. I don't know, it was really good. I think that I could read this book a few times and still find new things about it and find new clues, things that I didn't pick up on before. It was like a big puzzle and just a huge experience. I think that I could understand how it's a little bit too weird for some people, or it's a little bit, I don't know, I think pretentious might be the right word, and really, really like convoluted. I could understand how it might be a little much for some people, not because like I don't think people can understand it. Like, I'm not saying like, oh, I understood all of it and I'm so smart, haha. I mean, that's the nature of the book though, is the fact that there are so many different twists and storylines and plots that we're following that all end up tying together in one way or another. And I just thought it was really good. I thought it was beautiful, and I'm giving it a 5 out of 5, like, for sure. I'm so glad that I finally read it, and I'm so glad that it was one of Megan's favorite books. I read it now. I read it for this vlog, and I'm so glad that I did. So yeah, the next book on this vlog, I think I'm gonna pick up like right away because I'm not doing anything today. It's only like 3:30 in the afternoon. I do work tomorrow, but I want to try to get a good chunk of another book started at least. And I guess I can go get it, can't I? Oh, I just don't want to get up. But the next book for this vlog is You Must Not Miss by Katrina Leno. This is another one of Megan's favorite books. And Katrina Leno wrote Summer of Salt. And I really liked Summer of Salt. I thought that it was really cute, and I loved Katrina Leno's writing style. The plot of that one was just a little bit easy to guess, I suppose, which is fine. I mean, not every book has to be a Rubik's Cube, you know? But ultimately, I had a great time reading Summer of Salt. So I'm really looking forward to reading this. Was really excited to see it on Megan's list of favorite books because it gave me an excuse to, 1, buy it, and 2, read it. And I love this cover. I think that it's really, really pretty. So yeah, this one, I actually don't know anything about it. Not a single thing. It says, if you give a name to an impossible thing, does it make the impossible thing any less impossible? So in this book, we follow Magpie Lewis, who has this yellow notebook that she's been writing in since her father ruined her mother's life. Her sister has skipped town, and now Magpie is fending for herself, and things are not going well at school, apparently. And so Magpie feels trapped and forgotten. She retreats to her notebook, dreaming up of a magical place called Near. Near is perfect, a place where her father never cheated, her mother never drank, and Magpie's life never derailed. She imagines Near so completely, so fully, that she writes it into existence, right into her own backyard. At first, Near is a peaceful escape, but it soon becomes something darker, somewhere nightmares lurk and hidden truths come to light. Soon it becomes a place where Magpie can do anything she wants, even get her revenge. This sounds really cool. I am just excited to read another title by Katrina Leno. So when I get into this a little bit, I will come back and update you. But this is the next book of the vlog. And yeah, I'm going to go hydrate, drink some water. A lot of water has left my face today. So I'm going to go do that, and then I will update you later. Hey, hi. It has been a couple days, but I'm here to chat about You Must Not Miss by Katrina Leno. I actually did finish it on that same day. So I finished the Starless Sea, and then I started and finished this same book. But I finished it at like 10:30 p.m. and I worked the next day, so I had to go to bed, and I just like wasn't in the mood to, update you guys. Sorry, but I'm here now. It was a very quick read. It was very, very easy to get through. It was definitely strange. I don't know what I was expecting, but it wasn't this, which was kind of fun. I mean, it was refreshing. I definitely had a good time reading it. I mean, I read it in one sitting, so I was obviously interested in the story itself. I really, really just adore Katrina Leno's writing. She just has like a really good insight on people's characters and how to portray that in a story. This book was kind of sad because it deals with a young girl whose mother is an alcoholic and father isn't really in the picture anymore due to, I don't know if it's on the back. I don't want to like spoil anything. I mean, it's not a big spoiler, but dad is no longer in the picture. He's alive, but he's just not in the picture. And thus her mother has relapsed into drinking. So I think that this story did a really good job at like talking about addiction and portraying what a child of an addict, what their life could pertain. And it was heartbreaking. I mean, like, it was just like second nature to her, you know, to deal with her mother being either in a pile of vomit or having to get her back into bed and clean her up, clean up the house, make her own food all the time, go grocery shopping. Like, it's sad, and it's not like an easy thing to read. And so the idea of the story is that she created this place called Near that is like her ideal place, her haven, so to say. And it like came to real life, and like obviously there's not much more I can say without spoiling things, but it got pretty like twisted. It got pretty dark. It was sad. I remember like I finished it, like I said, at like 10:30 at night, and I just like felt uncomfortable. You know, like this book made me physically feel not good. And not because I didn't like the story, because I did. I think I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5. But it was just written in a way that was just very real. Very real. So yeah, I mean, that's where we're at. We've read 4 books for this vlog. I know that there's one other one, and it's not on my TBR this month. I tried to get it on there, but I couldn't because it didn't fit any of the prompts. But the last book of this vlog, before we do the prompt with Megan, is The Strange Case of the Alchemist's Daughter. I'm very excited about this one. I'm gonna be reading this soon, so when I am actually reading it, I will come back to this vlog and we will chat about it and, I don't know, read it. So until then, I bid you adieu. Is that what people say? I don't know. I'm going to leave before I embarrass myself more. Okay, bye. Hello, welcome back. I am on to the next book of this vlog. There's a hair on my microphone. Okay. The next book in this vlog, which is the last one before we figure out the surprise prompt from Megan, is The Strange Case of the Alchemist's Daughter. And I am very excited to pick this up. This vlog has been a roller coaster so far, but I am very much looking forward to this one. The first time I heard Megan talk about it on her channel, I think I just went out and bought it right away. I don't even think I put it on my wish list. I'm pretty sure I just like bought it. So I'm very excited to be like finally reading it. But basically our main character is Mary Heckle, whose father was a scientist and actually got murdered, and he still left behind a mysterious past. And now his murderer and former friend, Edward Hyde, is still like at large, so to say, and there's a reward out for his capture. And then the book mentions like all of these characters that like we all know, like Sherlock Holmes, Dr. Watson, and it says Mary continues her search for the elusive Hyde and soon gathers around her more women, all whom created through terrifying experimentation. Beatrice Rappaccini? I don't know. Catherine Moreau, and Justine Frankenstein. When their investigations lead them to the discovery of a secret society of immoral and power-crazed scientists, the horrors of their past soon to arrive on their doorsteps as well. And now it is up to the 5 women to stop the malicious machinations of the Société des Alchemistes. Quite simply, it is time for the monsters to triumph over the monstrous. That whole time I was reading, my hand was probably like going like this. So, sorry, I was like way over here. Oh, there's Juno! Hi. Okay. But I'm on page like 26 right now. I just started it. I finished House of Hollow earlier today and just jumped right into this one because it's kind of just what I'm in the mood for. Definitely not on my TBR for the month. So I hope that I can get the rest of my TBR finished so I don't have to take another punishment for my TBR game next month. But honestly, I just felt like reading this, so consequences be damned. Like I said, I'm only like 26 pages in, so I don't have like too much of a concrete thought so far. However, the story is written in a way that's super interesting. It has the main narrator, Katherine, and she's telling the story about Mary, but it's almost like this is a manuscript, and then there are interruptions within the story of like Mary or Justine, I think, or some of the other women. They're like interjecting. Like it'll be telling the story and then there'll be like enter, and then like a couple bits of dialogue between the characters. Like they are all reading this story together and then someone will interrupt and be like, hey, that didn't happen that way or something like that. I was kind of worried that I was going to be annoyed by it, but I'm loving it. These women are just so strong-willed and sassy, and I'm sure I will have more words to describe them very soon because I'm excited. I'm really enjoying it so far. I know I'm only 26 pages in, but like I'm getting good vibes from the book, basically. So we're doing good. I'll update you later. Finished The Strange Case of the Alchemist Daughter. I promise I'm wearing shorts, it just doesn't look like it. This book was a lot of fun. It was definitely different than what I was expecting it to be. Like on the back it says that we have like Sherlock Holmes and Dr. Watson in the storyline, but I didn't expect them to be as involved with the story. And they're super involved. Like it had them in it like pretty much consistently. And I love Sherlock Holmes. Like I love the mysteries. I love his attitude. So I was pleasantly surprised. I just wasn't really expecting it. And I just think that the premise of the book was just very interesting. The only thing that I do kind of want to say, this could really just be me, but I feel like Sherlock Holmes's character in this book was just a little bit more kind than the Sherlock Holmes that I know from like the Netflix series. Like on the shows and movies that I've seen with Sherlock Holmes, he's a little bit more of like a dick because he's like so smart and he just like has no time for any nonsense, you know? And in the book, I think that they wrote him a little bit more kind. So there was a little bit of a disconnect there for me because I was just not expecting him to be like as patient and kind as he is in the book. However, that could just be a me thing. Regardless, the idea behind this story and just how this story intertwines so many other stories with like Frankenstein, with Jekyll, Hyde. I just think that it was really kind of cool. I really, really loved the characters. I think that this book, the plot of it, I don't think was my favorite ever, just because I could kind of see where it was going almost the whole time. However, like I read this and I loved it because of the characters. These women are fantastic. I really loved the little family and friendship that they created together. And I really, really actually enjoyed the interruptions in between the story with the characters interjecting and telling their thoughts, because we really got to see their character traits even more so. And ultimately, I definitely will continue the series. I think that it was very, very interesting, and I would be looking forward to seeing where it goes from here. So I'm giving it a 4 out of 5, maybe a 4.5, but I'll probably give it like a 4 out of 5 on Goodreads. For now, we have to go on to our next book in this vlog, which I don't know what it is yet because I have to go watch Megan's prompt. So once I have the prompt, we will watch it together and then we will figure out what book we're gonna read for the last book of this vlog. I'll see you then. Okay, hey, it is time to figure out the last book of this vlog. If you don't know how this works, I always get a personalized prompt from the person that is featured in the video. So obviously, this is Megan. We know her, we love her, and I just got the prompt. So we're gonna go ahead and watch it together and then find out what the last book of the vlog is.
Hello! So my reading challenge, or prompt, whatever we want to call it for you, is similar to a video I did a while back. And basically, I want the last word of whatever book you read last to pick what you read next. So go to the book you read last, look at what the last word is. If you have a book with that word in the title, you have to read that book or one of those books if there's multiple. If you don't have a book with that word in the title, play word association. So basically any book that has similar vibes to that word, or maybe has another word in the title that makes you think of that word, anything like that, just play word association and pick a book with that word. I hope that makes sense. If it doesn't, let me know and have a go at me. But yeah, that's your reading challenge.
Okay, so I like that prompt a lot. However, I was hoping that I would be able to fit one of the books that are on my TBR for this month into this prompt, that whatever it was, and I can't. So I have to read a book that goes off of the last word of the last book that I read. The last book that I read was Fever Dream, and oh my god, I actually have a lot of options. Okay, so I looked up in my Goodreads the word dream just to like see what I have on my shelf. And I mean, I have In the Dream House, I have Strange the Dreamer, and I have In an Absent Dream by Seanan McGuire. The Wayward Children series is one of Meg's favorite. I think she really likes it, unless I'm like way off base. I don't think I am. I think that she likes the Wayward Children series. And that would be quick. Because right now I'm filming this on July 1st, and if you know anything about my July TBR, it's thick. I have to read like 10 books, and one of them is Priory of the Orange Tree. So like I'm trying to make this book a little bit short, just, you know, to help myself out. And I don't have In an Absent Dream physically, but it is available on audiobook on Leevy. I last read Fever Dream, so I'm going to pick In an Absent Dream. That's what I'm gonna do. If you don't know what the Wayward Children series is, it's basically about a child or a group of children who find these doorways to like another world or realm, which feels like home to them. And somehow they've gotten kicked out of that world and back into the present day. And their parents don't really know what to do with them, so they send them to this Eleanor West's Home for Wayward Children, where they will go to live and kind of search for their door again to try to go back home. And it follows these children. And it's very strange and creepy sometimes, and I love those vibes. And this one, I am expecting no different. I've loved every single book in this series. This is the 4th one. You don't have to read them in order, but I just do that. That's what I do. And so we're gonna jump into that one. Maybe hopefully finish it today. Because it is, oh, it's already 6 p.m. Dang. If I don't finish it today, I'll finish it tomorrow. And that's that. Okay, bye. Hello. I have finished In an Absent Dream by Seanan McGuire. That was the last book of the vlog. So, In an Absent Dream, it was the 4th book in the Wayward Children series like we've talked about, and I loved it. I really enjoy this series. I think that it is so original, so well written. Seanan McGuire is a magician, and she's amazing. Her storytelling is just like no other. It has this like really eerie undertone, like the whole entire story, that I haven't been able to find in anyone else's writing. Like, I just really, really love it. I think that I would give it like a 4.5 out of 5. Not quite a 5, not quite a 4. I really liked our characters in this one, and I just think that it's really interesting when the stories themselves are focusing more on the children within their world or within their home. Whereas the first book in the whole entire series, it really focused on like Eleanor West's Home for Wayward Children in and of itself and that setting. Because all of these kids' worlds are so different and they're run by different things like logic, order, nonsense, and just wild things. It's really, really cool to get to know these kids in their settings and see why these worlds work for them, why it's their home, and things like that. It's just such a unique series. So every book has been a ride. Much like this vlog. So this vlog has been going on for a few months now. And I still have to edit all of it. So we'll see how this goes. But let's do a quick recap of all the books that we read. The very first one, months and months ago, was Catherine House by Elizabeth Thomas. 5 out of 5. Absolutely fantastic. This book lives rent-free in my head. The next one was The Bear and the Nightingale by Katherine Arden. This one was a 2 out of 5. I am so sorry. I didn't like it. I liked the folklore aspects to it, but I just didn't care. I'm sorry. I didn't like it. The next one was You Must Not Miss by Katrina Leno. Read this in one sitting, and it made me feel so strange. It made me feel so weird. This was a 4.5 out of 5. I really enjoy Katrina Leno's writing style. Very easy to read, but this story premise, like, made me feel ill. I don't know why exactly. Maybe it had to do with, like, the addiction on top of, like, me feeling so many things for our main character and just watching it all go to hell. It made me sick in a good way. Like, not that feeling sick is a good thing, but like, it was impressive that this book made me feel the way that I did. Next, we read The Starless Sea by Erin Morgenstern, and 5 out of 5. I love this book so much. I totally get the hype now. Like, I put this book off for so long because it made me nervous. I was just scared. I just didn't know if I was gonna like it or not, and I did. It was everything. It was so, so good. It was the perfect amount of lyrical writing and the perfect amount of like strange, weird, surrealistic aspects. And then the story is just like a slow burn, like you really get to know the characters, and I'm just, I loved it. And then we read The Strange Case of the Alchemist Daughter by Theodora Goss. And this one was a 4.5 out of 5. This one was just like one of the most unique books I've ever read. The way that it was told with the characters like interjecting, like they were all reading the story together, but then they all had thoughts on how the story was being told. It was so funny, and all the characters were just so interesting. Since we had like Sherlock Holmes, Dr. Watson, Frankenstein, Moreau, like Jekyll and Hyde, like it was just really good. Very original. I'm excited to go on in this series. And then today we read In an Absent Dream by Seanan McGuire, because Megan's prompt was take the last word from the last book that you read and then have that choose your next book. The last book that I read was Fever Dream by Samantha Schweblin. Bizarre book. Absolutely crazy, but I loved it. The last word in that book is dream. So I read In an Absent Dream. I'm giving that one like a 4.5. So all in all, I would say that Megan and I have very similar tastes. If it wasn't for Bear and the Nightingale, I'd be hard-pressed to say that like we're on the same frequency. Regardless though, I think that we had a great time reading these books. Well, for the most part. This has been a great vlog. I definitely wouldn't have picked up all of these books if it wasn't for this vlog, and 4 out of 5 of them I'm very glad that I read. So, with that being said, if you have not subscribed to Megan, which I don't know how you haven't, you should. She's linked down below in the description. She's an absolute angel, and her videos are just the funniest. Her use of memes, memeage, in her videos are just second to none. It's hilarious. She's great. While you're hanging out down there, don't forget to subscribe to me, like this video. I always appreciate your support. If you are still watching, then leave either a key, bee, or sword emoji down below in the comments. Dealer's choice. And once again, thank you so much for being here and hanging out with me for a little bit. I will see you in my next video, but until then, be kind to one another and happy reading. Bye.